Hey, everybody, it's me, Jason C., and I am back with another episode of In the Mood, and I've got some incredible stuff to show you. As you can see, I am a riverside baby on the Kinnickinnic River. To the locals, it's just called the Kinney, and nestled on either side is the city or Glen Park. And the only thing that can bring them together is, of course, a bridge. And I'm not talking about down here, I'm talking about up there. The Swinging Bridge. Built in 1925, this bridge gives access to downtown and Glen Park, crossing over the beautiful Kinnickinnic River. Check it out.
The Kinney starts off as a spring just outside of Roberts, Wisconsin, snaking southward through the River Falls area, where it eventually empties itself into the scenic St. Croix. On the Glen Park side of the river, you'll see that Glen Park has quite the history of itself. This park has been bringing families together for many years. Glen Park has a multitude of things to do. Soak up the sun, have some fun, have a picnic, check out the artwork, play some basketball, or even slap around the pickleball. There's a ton more you can do, but we need to cover some ground so you can check out one of the coolest places around town, the Garage Bikes and Brews, where they have all the bikes and all the brews. The Garage is a one-stop shop to get you and your bike dialed in. Founded in 2019 by this dynamic duo. Swing on by and tell them Jason says hi, and grab yourself some killer garage merch while you're there.
The Garage has to be one of the best, or maybe even the best, bike shop I've ever been in. Matt and Stephanie have an incredible crew, a lot of great bikes, tons of adventure, and a whole lot of good brews waiting for you. I recommend getting to the Garage when you come to River Falls.
And when you do, you'll see this place transform into a beautiful venue for food, music, and fun.
Just like you see in the sign behind me, River Falls is full of history. And the word is the Garage is going to be adding to it. Check this out.
This dirty patch of concrete is about to be transformed as well. In the near future, this vacant spot will be turned into the Creamery at Cedar, a full-blown event center along with lodging. I cannot wait to see this baby.
How cool is that? I'll tell you what, I'm going to soak up this sun today. Rather than taking the car, I'm going to make my way down to Main Street and enjoy this beautiful sunshine with River Falls Riverwalk. It is more than beautiful, and I cannot wait to see what it looks like when these trees are green, baby.
Off to downtown River Falls, and there's no better way to get there than through Veterans Park, dedicated to the men and women of this community who served in the armed forces, as well as this placard based at the foot of the flagpole, paying homage to the history that's been going on here since the 1800s.
River Falls is far from a sleepy small town here in Wisconsin. It is vibrant, it is full of life, and it's full of family adventure, food, and fun. My goodness, you have to go down to Main Street and see all of these fabulous businesses.
Main Street is jam-packed with theaters, games for little kids and big kids too. Tons of food, bars, taverns, outdoor patios, Thai restaurants and Chinese restaurants, boutiques, antiques, secondhand, and books. They got fly fishing outfitters, record shops, full-blown music shops. And did I mention sports bar and grills? Well, they have those too. Lots of them. They've got saloons, breweries, pizza, lots of pizza, and one heck of a killer co-op.
Not only does River Falls have a thriving Main Street community, they have a thriving college community with a history of excellence in education and sports. As a matter of fact, 150 years of excellence. And a huge shout out to the UW River Falls women's hockey team for a back-to-back national championship win just this weekend.
Woo! Natty Jams, baby!
You can feel the energy after the weekend win as well as these springtime temperatures.
But you don't need to be a hockey player to stay and play in River Falls. There is so much to do all around the area. You're going to want to stay for more than 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 days. You might want to stay the week, or you might just decide to move here. I don't know about all of you, but I'm telling you, all this sports and adventure talk has this guy hungry, and I know just the place to go. Junior's Restaurant and Tap House.
A classy place where you can come in t-shirt and shorts or a suit and tie. Junior's caters to any palate. An extensive array of beers. Some say the best tap list in town. As well as a library of signature and craft cocktails that will knock your socks off. Nestled inside the Radisson Hotel, Junior's gives you the ability to stay and play, host a business event, important life events, and more. No matter the size of your team or reason for coming, the Radisson and Junior's will keep you fed, fit, and relaxed. I know, how awesome is that, right? I think she agrees, as do they, and most certainly so does he. As well as his 3-time national champion daughter. They've got acoustic Sundays, trivia night on Thursdays, live jams on Fridays, and may I say, hands down, some of the absolute best specials in town. And how could I forget about the all-day happy hour to fuel you and the entire crew with very little damage to the wallet, along with a full menu to please every palate. Speaking of,
oh my goodness, what a smorgasbord. When I'm in the mood for a comfy vibe, excellent service, crave-worthy plates, top-tier craft cocktails, and an endless, or what seems to be an endless tap list, I make my way here. It is one of the most premier restaurants in River Falls, and my goodness gracious, look at the quality of these plates. If you're not drooling right now, then you might need to check your pulse because you might not be alive. I'm feeling so alive right now. I don't even know where to start. We have the Bang Bang Shrimp over here. We have the half chicken with broccoli along with the Asiago cheese hash browns and the appetizer of the roasted carrots. I'm telling you, I have not had any of these except for the Bang Bang Shrimp, and they are absolutely fantastic. I can attest. I've been here a handful of times, so I already kind of know what I'm getting into, except I've not had this and I've not had that. So I am so excited because I've seen this plate come out a couple times when I'm here for happy hour, and I gotta tell you, I start drooling every time I see it. The wings here are incredible as well. The burgers are excellent. They actually smoke their own wings right across the street. When I was driving through, it was wafting through the air and I could not wait to get in here. Along with that, we do have a couple cocktails in front of us here, or shall I say one cocktail and one beer. We have a beer from the Spiral Brewing Company out of Hastings. It is the Buckhorn Brown. Oh my goodness, super creamy, super delicious. It's like velvet on your tongue. No kidding. And one of the specialty cocktails in the house here, which they have many by the way, the Low Man's Lyric. I haven't yet to try this, but I am very much looking forward to it because it seems to be one of the things that people order quite often. So I'm gonna test it out very shortly here. But first, where should we go with this food? I don't know. How about we start with a fork first? And I want to do the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going for the Bang Bang just because, bang, bang, bang. Every time I have those, I'm never upset I ordered them, which pretty much goes with everything I've ever ordered here. All right, I gotta go in for another one of those before I move on because they are taste bud slapping delicious. So good, so good. I could eat like 3 plates of those, seriously. And I've never really been a big fan of cooked shrimp either. I'm more of a cocktail shrimp guy. And this is an absolute winner. Chicken dinner. All right, I think we need to move on to these roasted carrots. I am just smelling them and I really can't believe the aroma that I'm getting off of these. The color is beautiful. It has a nice char on it. I'm really excited about this sauce right here, as a matter of fact. Ooh, wow, that's a bit of a surprise right there. If I had to guess, it would be a bit of a sour cream, horseradish, maybe a little garlic, onion powder. I don't know. Very tasty, whatever it is. And they actually have some crispened onions and jalapenos to go along with this. Obviously a little green onion for garnish here, but we're gonna dive right into these babies. We're gonna go in hard. We don't care. That's how we do in the mood. Wow, what an excellent cook on that. They aren't soft, they aren't hard, they're right there in the middle. Nice chew on them. I'm getting a sweet component on there, absolutely tasty. And my goodness, with that sauce, are you kidding me? Nice little value add with that crunch as well with the onions and jalapenos. Wow, that is also a winner chicken dinner. All right, we're gonna go in with one more bite of these absolutely tasty treats right here before we dive into this beautiful chicken dinner. I made sure to put every piece of flavor into that bite. The jalapeno, the onion, the sauce, and a nice charred piece, couple pieces of carrot, and wow. Boom, 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 bang, 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 winner, chicken dinner. All right, mama always says, you gotta eat your vegetables to be a big, strong boy. I'm far from a boy these days, but I'll tell ya, thanks mama, because I love my vegetables, and these flowers of broccoli, ooh, there might be a little bit of teriyaki or something on this thing. I don't know, but I'm ready to find out. Oh, my goodness. If you're familiar with broccolini, this is more like broccolini than broccoli. Wow, ridiculously tender, but still has a nice chew to it. Decent amount of salt on there, but there is some sort of a sauce that I do not know at the moment. I can put my tongue on it, but I can't put my finger on it. I do not know what is in that sauce, but wow, I'm gonna find out so I can try and recreate this at home. Wow, delish. I'm going in again. My goodness gracious. Yum. All right, what do you think? Should we go in for the potatoes or the chicken? Let's get going on these Asiago cheese hash browns. Wow, very surprising. There's a nice little crust on the outside, and it is so creamy, so smooth on the inside. Very subtle on the seasoning, which is perfect because the Asiago cheese just kind of sings right through those potatoes. Wow. I want this with my omelet. Wow. My goodness, this is satin right here. Yum-y. With a capital E. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to dig into this chicken. Looks so crispy, so succulent, so juicy. I don't know where to begin. We, of course, have a half a chicken, so we have the leg, we've got the wing, we've got the thigh, and the breast. This guy is gonna be stuffed, and I cannot wait to wrap my lips around this clucker right here. All right, as you can see from these greasy fingers, we got this baby ripped apart, and you can always tell what you're getting into when you eat chicken by tasting that oh so savory, crispy chicken skin. We're going in. Wow, this is so juicy. I don't know how they got that crisp along with the succulent juiciness of the skin as well. Chef's magic. Wow. Finger licking chicken dinner. Well, we all know that I'm a wing guy. My goodness. I mean, look at that. I mean, are you kidding me? It just falls apart. It's like the bones are just gonna fall apart. It's so stinking tender. We gotta get this bone out of here so I don't choke myself, but I'm about to choke this down. I could eat that 100 times, those forever, these every day, and an endless supply of both of these. Wow. I'm so glad I got out of the box from my normal menu that I get here to get these items here today. Wow, look at that absolute juiciness. It's like a dinosaur leg. I'm gonna rip into that one right there, and I'm just gonna use my fingers. I do not care. Look at that absolute succulent white meat. I'm more of a dark meat guy myself, but wow, the juiciness is insane. Did I say good job, chef? Great job. So good. After all of that savory unctuousness that we just inhaled here, wow, this guy needs to cleanse his palate. And we've got two different options. I'm gonna go with the Buckhorn Brown Spiral Brewing beer right here. Oh my goodness. I might just have to go to that brewery just to taste their other beers because that one is out of this world. I don't know. I could just be talking out of my... But whatever they did with that, it is excellent. And I am gonna go to Hastings just to try that one. Why not try a few more? If they make one that good, they have to make others as well, right? And speaking of really good stuff made in-house, this is the Low Man's Lyric here, one of the signature cocktails here at Junior's, and I cannot wait to taste this. I saw the bartender make it, and there's a lot of flavor happening in here. Very citrusy on the nose. Let's just see how it goes down. Wow, it is ridiculously smooth and easy drinking. Wow. Old-fashioned people, you need to try the Low Man's Lyric here at Junior's because, wow, that is a little bit of like a next level old-fashioned in a way. Yum. I'm going in again. Wow, I might have to hang out here for a little bit longer to let those babies settle down when I am done. As you can see, I've got a whole lot of work to do, but I have something else for Y-O-U-U-U, a beautiful view outside of town at Kinnickinnic State Park. Stay tuned, baby. We're gonna be heading there shortly. What a stunning view. And speaking of stunning, if Junior's was a boxer, it would be the Mike Tyson of flavor, baby. My goodness gracious, knocking your taste buds silly every single time you get to experience their food. Wow, I am going back to Junior's specifically this summer because that patio in the back looks amazing. And I'm gonna be soaking up some sunshine, feeling fine, eating all of that fabulous flavor once again. But just like I said, inside of Junior's, I've got an incredible view for you.
And you can only find it here at Kinnickinnic State Park. A huge shout out to these folks and those that have succeeded them. If it wasn't for their efforts, we would not have views like this, or have a gorgeous spot like this to hang out at. And as promised, would you take a look at that? Is that not 1,000,000% absolutely gorgeous?
What did I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What a spectacular view. And that is just a morsel of what Kinnickinnic State Park has to offer. There is so much more to explore, an absolute hidden gem. And speaking of gems, I need to hear more about yours, ladies and gentlemen. Get those hidden gems of yours in the comments below. Don't forget to give a like. Don't forget to give a subscribe and share it with anyone and everyone who you think would enjoy this guy here on In the Mood. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out here in River Falls. And a big thank you to Junior's for filling this guy up and fueling him for this adventure. We'll see you next time when this guy is in the mood. Mwah!